Clarksville-Montgomery County Board of Education is now called to order. We will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next item is public conversation. We had one signed up to speak, but I do not see him. Chris.
Yeah, he withdrew. He couldn't make it.
Okay, so he could not make it. So we have no one ready to speak tonight. Next item is approval of consent agenda. I have a motion to approve of Mr. Garland. Second of Ms. Berry. Discussion is now closed. Please open the vote. Are all members satisfied with their votes? Please close the vote. Motion passed 6-1. I think somebody did not hit their button. Probably me. Oh, Mr. Okay, I did not notice he was not here tonight. All right. Next item, policy monitoring. Dr. Vetter.
Board, please find in your board packet information on Executive Limitation 8, Commitment to Accomplishment, Accountability, Accreditation, and Reporting to the Public. This executive limitation has one compliance expectation: to ensure the Director of Schools shall not fail to maintain an accountability program. Specifically, CMCSS has a comprehensive strategic planning process which includes Level 1, student achievement, and Level 2, department performance data. In addition to this data, administration meets regularly to formally listen to how our performance is perceived by school leaders, stakeholder groups, and department leaders. In Level 1, schools in the district are expected to meet annual measurable objectives, also known as AMOs, identified specifically for the district based on the ESSA baseline built from the previous year's performance. The district is assessed on student performance in 7 areas measured through 3 different pathways. Each area, pathways, and action plans are listed in your packet. Furthermore, senior leadership team members design annual strategic work based on changes at the state and national levels, as well as feedback from stakeholders at all levels and other district work that needs to be implemented or improved to accomplish Level 2 requirements. In conclusion, the district is currently working on high school accreditation updates with Cognia and is due to be completed in fall 2025. In fall 2021, CMCSS began the transition to Educational Organizational Auditor ISO certification, and we were recommended for unconditional approval. Chairman Griffey, that concludes my update for Executive Limitation 8.
Thank you for your report. Is there a motion to accept this report? I have a motion from Mrs. Pace, a second from Mr. Patterson. Any discussion? Hearing none, discussion is now closed. Please open the vote. Are all members satisfied with your vote? Please close the vote. It passes 6-0. Next item, comments by Fort Campbell School Liaison Officer. I do not see her either. Comments by CEA representative.
We've finished collaborative conferencing for the year, And I truly believe that collaborative conferencing is one of the most important things that CMCA does for teachers. And we had a short collaborative conferencing, I call it a season, like it's a holiday time frame, but a short collaborative conferencing season this year due to the PECA election. But I think it was a very productive one. So thank you for your team, and I think it's extremely important going into next year, having that MOU, and I look forward to next year's collaborative conferencing. So thank you.
Thank you. PET representative.
Good evening, board members and Dr. Linda Vetter. I'm sure I'm on record, this is the shortest board meeting I think I've ever attended in my last 20 years of attending board meetings. So this is a good thing. Just to let you know, you think that teachers have the summers off. Some people think that. We don't. This is our time to recharge our batteries, attend professional development, get involved in the community's activities. So I just want to encourage you to attend the Constitution reading that will be at the courthouse at 10 o'clock. I think it's July 4th on a Thursday. Even though I know you have activities with with your families, this is an important document to be read every year and cherished. And also Trees for Troops. You can meet me out there at Santa's Place June 29th at Woodlawn, Tennessee. We'll be doing some activities with the children out there and donating trees for troops for the Christmas trees this year. So thank you.
Comments by county commissioners. Comments by board members. Ms. Berry.
And did you know people think the school board does not meet during the summer? But we do, and we're always open. I think it's 365 days a year to all of the parents and citizens for Clarksville. I also want to talk about kindness again. You know, it's one of the greatest gifts that you can give to another person, even to an animal. And if anyone's in need, I think a kind-hearted person will be there to lend a helping hand. And you don't have to wait for a thank you, and sometimes you may not receive one, but the gratification of being kind is wonderful, and it lies within each of us, and without an expectation of getting something back. So I just want to say that kindness does count, and I believe it makes a difference in our homes, in our community, in our schools, in this nation and the world. Thank you.
Ms. Pace.
I just have a comment or a question, I guess, really, of Dr. Vetter. I know that CMCS certainly has some impressive summer programs throughout all the county, but my question is, how will the diminishing the pandemic, the federal funds, how's that going to affect the summer meal program? And will our students all throughout the Montgomery County, is there equal access to the meals from Fort Campbell to Montgomery Central? I've taught classes long enough to know that there's a really disturbing percentage of students that their best meals come from their school. Anyway, if you could speak to that during your comments, I would appreciate that.
Don't see any other comments by board members. Director of Schools report.
So I'll begin by answering Ms. Pace's question. And actually, I already had planned to talk a little bit about our summer camps in my final comments. But we do have summer camps going on throughout the county. I believe it's 27 of our schools are hosting some sort of summer activity this summer. And we do have free meals. Some people may not realize, but summer programming occurred even before the pandemic, and it will continue to occur. Some of the funding was tied to those federal dollars. Other Funding is tied to the legislation with the 3rd and 4th grade, and additional dollars for transportation. But we have had summer programming going on in our buildings to recover credits. We have got camps going on. So we've got everything from enrichment and academy camps to some of those tutoring programs. And so those will continue. We know for some of our students, especially our special needs students, the extended school year, as far as just having a routine, is really necessary. So it will absolutely continue. And actually, I was out visiting some camps today. And so what I was going to say is, even though our traditional calendar year shows that we are out for summer, the work and preparation continues across the district for our students. So our traditional camps are off to a great start. They will run through July 11th. We also do run camps a week longer than we technically need to for attendance purposes, to allow families time to actually be able to have vacations and summer trips, so kids still don't miss that while getting their academics. We also do have those enrichment academy camps. We're specifically looking forward to partnering with the Boys and Girls Club this year to host a camp July 1st through the 3rd at the Kenwood Complex. And I know especially the elementary filled up quickly, and I haven't heard if the middle and high. The last I heard, there were maybe a few slots left, but I think they may open those up to additional children. And also just a huge shout out to our teams who are in their current busy season. So a lot of Norm's team in facilities and operations is really busy trying to spend those capital project dollars that we have been gifted, as well as just get our buildings prepared and ready with our summer cleaning. So a huge thank you to our custodians, facilities, landscaping crews, technology teams who go above and beyond, and summer is their busy season. So thank you to all, and Mr. Griffey, this concludes my report for the evening.
I apologize for the length of the meeting, but this meeting is adjourned.